Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to So NWA, the podcast about serving others here in Northwest Arkansas.
That's right, everybody. We're your hosts. I'm Enrique, and I'm here with my brother, of course, Juan Carlos. We are both proud natives of our Northwest Arkansas area, and we've seen this community grow and change over the years.
That's right, guys. Each episode, we highlight the entrepreneurs, artists, and everyday people who make this area such a great place we call home. We talk about anything from real estate to local businesses to restaurants to hidden gems, community stories. We cover it all.
And we're also just not podcast hosts. We're also local real estate agents here helping people buy, sell, invest, or even get connected here in NWA.
Mm-hmm. So whether you're from here, new to the area, or just love a good story, you're at the right place.
And if you guys need any help at all with real estate, whether you're buying, selling, investing, or you just want to explore our Northwest Arkansas area, please feel free to reach out. You can go ahead and find us on Instagram at So NWA Podcast or email us at sonwapodcast@gmail.com.
Cool, guys. So let's get into today's episode. But welcome everybody. Enrique, how we doing?
Good, man. Good. I'm doing good. It's been an interesting few weeks, I think, since the last time we recorded. So
yes,
trying to stay busy, but all has been well.
Nice, man.
How have things been with you?
It's been good. If the audience can't tell, I'm a little congested. My wife and I, we went to California last week, and when I got back, I started feeling a little tingliness in my throat.
Bro, it's the worst.
I think it's the airplanes, so forgive me if I'm coughing here and there. I'm really trying not to. Everything was good. To believe me, that today's a good day. What I sound today is a good day because over the weekend it was a lot worse. Like I couldn't really talk.
Like your voice almost gone or what?
It was, and my throat just was really is it swollen or swelled up?
I think swollen is probably a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, do you still have your tonsils or whatever?
Yeah, I still have. Yeah.
Did those feel kind of swelled up a little bit or no?
No, not right now. They did. Over the weekend they did feel that way, and I was just taking medicine, drinking hot tea, and I don't even drink hot stuff generally. But for whatever reason, I felt like I should. I was gargling like warm salt water. That's what they were saying to do, and so I believe me. And even the weekend, I felt good. I didn't have any body aches, no cold, no fever, nothing. It was just a sore throat and congestion. Even today, I still have congestion, but again, no body aches, no soreness, nothing.
Well, te tienes que echar un caldo, bro. You gotta drink a nice hot caldo. It's gonna cure you up ASAP, bro.
Or a nice workout too.
Oh, sweat it out.
Sweat it out, yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Bro. If it wasn't raining, then it'd be a good day. Because temperature-wise, it's nice, but it's
yes,
it's raining like crazy. So if it wasn't raining, it'd be a good day to go on a walk and get that sweat out, bro.
No, 100%. But folks, welcome to another episode. Our last episode was with the Dooleys, Mike and Cody Dooley.
Such a great episode.
Very good episode. We, and that was only 2 weeks ago. So, yeah. It wasn't even.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, it does feel longer.
It does, dude.
But it wasn't. It was just 2 weeks ago. We were with them. We're here in the podcast room at KW. Mike is in his office right now doing a meeting. I just saw him. I hadn't seen Cody today, but it's good to be here.
I saw her for maybe a brief, I'm going to say like 5-10 seconds yesterday. I think she was getting ready to leave. She patted me on my shoulder. She said, "Hey, how you doing?" And just kept on walking.
That's good.
But I was like, "Hey, Cody, I'm good. How are you?" And she was like, "Good." As she was walking away,
Yeah.
And, but even still, those short interactions are always nice, man.
Yes.
Just exchanging that good energy and positivity between one another, even if it's just a simple greeting.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mike, too. He walked past me. He was like, "Hey, how are you?" Did the same thing, patted me on my shoulder. Great guy, great people.
Yes.
They were dropping, gold nuggets throughout that whole episode.
100%, yes.
Like, incredible, dude. Incredible.
You've been. I want to tell you, and I already said this once, but I want to say it again. Well, excuse me. Dude, you've been doing some really good content on social media.
Oh,
man.
Thank you, man.
Dude, I'll be honest, it's cool and it's consistent. So just as an encouragement, keep it up, man. It's good.
Man,
yeah,
thank you, bro. Yeah, yes. I'm trying to make it simple for the viewers. It's just a quick 5-10 second clip of me doing whatever, like working on my computer or I don't know, walking around or just doing something, And I give them some value in the caption and give them some tidbits in the caption and And of course, if you guys have any more questions or you want to dive deeper into anything, we're an open book, man. Like we have nothing to hide, and we're more than happy to give you guys any sort of value, whether it's with or whether it's in real estate or outside of real estate. We're happy to help in any way that we can. It doesn't have to be about buying or selling. It could be something personal. So, I don't know. Social media marketing, it's been fun. It's fun. I try and make it easy on myself as well.
Very true.
I try not to overthink it because, people, as humans, right, we kind of get in our head a little bit.
Yes.
Overthink what we're doing. And so the way I've been doing it has been helping me at least. So
I can say that's been good from what I've seen. And really for our audience too. I mean, this podcast really is to showcase, not only ourselves, but also to our guests. And really we want our audience and anyone who listens to this podcast to really say, you know what, I feel comfortable enough to reach out to Juan Carlos and Enrique, for real estate, for personal, for what's their favorite restaurant, or who or get in touch with the community, see what they, who can they put me in touch with. Yeah. And that's really what, again, even just another tool in their toolkit that we can provide that value to you guys. So again, send us an email, reach out to us on social media. Both of our handles, our personal handles are on our social, on the So NWA Instagram page. So I mean, it's been a good week. I'm glad I'm feeling better. Enrique, I'm glad you're doing good too. And today, guys, we are doing. We decided to do an episode of our favorites, a little bit of personal favorites and Northwest
local
Arkansas.
Favorites
Local.
Too, right? Yeah. Well, real quick before we move on, dude, give yourself some props, man. You just had a closing. Listing, man. Shout out to Juan Carlos, man. I think that house. It was on the market, 3-4 days or something like that. And
correct.
You put it under contract ASAP, man.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about what you did. What was your strategy behind getting it under contract so fast?
Sure.
And what was your seller's reaction to you getting an offer pretty much right away as soon as you hit the market?
So, let me see. What can I say? Let me think a little bit more. So I had this family reach out to me about this house by the lake. And this house was a bit older. I mean, it was from 2000. It was on a hill, kind of on a hill, on a slope. So it didn't really have any front or backyard. But, so they reached out. We did a consultation, and when I looked at the house, wanted to go see it, compared it to what was around the area, and I gave them a price. And I always tell this to my sellers, the sellers, my clients. I said, you really do have two options when you're selling a house. You either want to do it time, like how much time do you have if you want to be on the market for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, or do you want to do it in a reasonable time, maybe 30 days or so, because I think price is going to matter in that sense. If you have all the time in the world and you're not in any rush and you're trying to get the most dollar for it, I would say, you can kind of start on the higher end. But if you're trying to, if you have, kind of move quickly, then not that you want to price it low, but you want to price it where where it will land. So that's kind of a tricky game. But I got some advice from Victor. I got some advice from Francisco of where we would price it at. And in this home, in this case, it was the original roof. It's a 20-year-old house, original roof, original AC, just your normal wear and tear, nothing crazy. And I priced it at this price. And we had some back and forth of like, oh, what about if we do a little bit higher? And I said we totally could, but then we're negotiating you can say we kind of negotiate down, right? Like if it was we priced it at $245, $250, and if we priced it at $300, maybe our people offering would say, hey, well we'll offer you $260 or $270 because I'm gonna have to throw a new roof on there. Well then you're kind of back at that $250 range. Where we were at. We can kind of already put our foot down and say, hey, we priced it in a way that we don't want to negotiate we don't want to negotiate anything.
You're trying to get basically a clean exit for the sellers.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, clean Pretty exit.
Much,
yeah.
Right? Not having to deal with too many negotiations. So you took that factor into consideration for pricing, pretty much.
Correct. And my clients, they were okay with that. I think that's the biggest thing. Some people are listening like, oh, could you have gotten more money and this and that? I said, honestly, it's what my clients felt most comfortable with their time and energy and everything that they were okay with. And that's what it was. And Enrique, you're right. It was on the market for a few days. We had, the first offer that came in, we took that offer, but I think within that hour, I had another agent saying, "Hey, we want to put an offer too," and I had to say, "Hey, we just went under contract." So,
wow! So 2 offers in call it 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
Incredible. How many showings did you get?
I had about 6 or 7. 6, 7. Yeah.
The freaking brain rot, dude.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good activity, man. 6 or 7 showings in a matter of a few days. 2 offers under contract. In less than a week. That's really, really good, man.
And I think it was totally a God thing. This family I met through a food truck. Met the son-in-law. He introduced me to his father-in-law. I guess it would be the son-in-law. Met the son-in-law. He introduced me to his father-in-law, and it just worked out that way. And we closed yesterday on this house, and they were great people to work with. They really, as I reflect on it, even just 24 hours later, it's to say they really worked with the buyers on it, and I think the buyers got a great deal. I think my clients got a great deal as well, and they were just good people to work with, and I was just happy to meet with them and everything. Yeah. So it's there are some people you work with, and that just they leave an impression on you.
Yeah, for sure.
They weren't, you can tell when there are people who, they want every penny. And that's who they are, and that's okay. Then you meet other people who are more generous or more, who are okay with letting some things go. And each their own.
Right.
But it is nice to see, just again, to work with good people.
Man, that's awesome, dude. That's a great little testimony for Juan Carlos and his clients, and just a service that he provided them.
For sure.
He helped them get to the closing table. So kudos to you, man.
Appreciate
I didn't want to go that unannounced.
Man, you're very kind. No,
I wanted you to get your flowers and your props for working so hard, man. So again, congrats and
thanks
to our listeners, dude. They got to know how hard we work, man.
And when we're at the closing table, it's almost like you're almost kind of saying goodbye.
Right? That's how it feels.
Yeah, you're like, all right, we made it to the close. We're closing. And you just spent the last 30 days pretty much texting. Like in this deal, everything was going smooth. There was really no hiccups, but you're really communicating kind of almost every day, every other day.
Yeah, you're kind of building a connection with these people.
Sign this contract here. Hey, is this okay? And you're kind of just going back and forth. And it's funny because at the closing table, we were like, oh, like, here, we're going to sign today, and I hope you guys are doing good, and congratulations, and I'll see you later. And sometimes people what I mean by that is, it's not like they could have another transaction, they could work with me on the next deal, but how often do you have people necessarily who sell their house? They could buy another house, true, but sometimes you won't see them for another month or 2 or 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, it's you go from talking pretty much like Juan Carlos said every day or every couple of days or however many times, right, you communicate, but it's pretty frequent, right?
Yes.
Staying up to date and all that stuff, and then get to the closing table, and then it's like, all right, well, see you later.
Yeah, and it's almost like you miss talking to them. At least for me.
No, I'm the same way.
You kind of miss some of the interaction. Again, assuming I don't think it's every. I know some people are listening. It's not every client. No, it's probably some of the special ones. You're like, oh man.
I always try and stay in touch with my past clients.
Yeah, for sure.
In some way, whether it's hitting them up and hoping them a great Wednesday, for example. Today's Wednesday. Oh, I hope you and your partner are doing good. Have a great Wednesday.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, liking their story or something, or swiping up and reacting to their story. Just something, just to interact with them, show them that we're still there in their corner, and we're anytime they need us, we're there for them.
Right. No.
Our relationship doesn't end just because of transaction.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Absolutely not.
I don't think that either. I think I always tell them, if you ever need anything, home related, or we're here. We know people, we know contractors and workers and plumbers and electricians and everything for your home. If you ever need something, please reach out. It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't end. But as far as like when you think of a service, in that realm of like, oh, are we gonna buy a house again or sell a house again? But no, it's It was good. Yeah, it was good.
That's awesome, man. Congrats on that.
I appreciate
that. You worked
that.
hard on it, dude, and your efforts obviously reflected in the results. So
yeah, no, but bro, you just closed on the house last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
on Olive Street, man.
Yeah, on Olive Street.
That one took a little longer than that we kind of wanted to, but I think God's timing is never wrong. I think everything happens for a reason, and so I was happy to help my sellers out and get them an end result that they were happy with and buyers were happy with. We had some hiccups, unfortunately, with the transaction. I can't get into details, of course,
sure.
But we got over them and we were able to close. And thankfully, my sellers are happy with the results. So
that I did say this at the closing table to my clients. I said, the most important thing to me is that you guys felt that everything was smooth. You guys felt that I was there whenever you had a question, that I answered all your questions, that you had a great experience, and that, I provided you the information you needed, like, everything, right? That I was like, that is what I care the most of. And obviously that's what I can control.
Right,
there's the money side, there's the banking side, there's the lending side, all that I can't control. But what I can is, whenever you have a question, I'm getting back to you in a reasonable amount of time. I'm on your corner. Like if the buyer in this case wanted something on the home, like I'm backing up my client and I'm saying, that may not be reasonable. Mm-hmm. This is what we should do, or counter this or whatever. Like I want to have my clients back. And I said, that's what I care about the most in this, in when we work together.
Absolutely.
So in this case, same thing for you and Enrique. I think that's how we both look at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, guys. I mean, that was the last 2 weeks for us, Enrique and I. I mean, it is cool when we get to sit at the closing table and that's what we're here for. So,
yeah.
But guys, today our episode is like I was saying earlier. It's something that we decided to do. It's our favorites, personal and what do we say? Northwest Arkansas favorites, local favorites.
We love Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, we love this area. We say in every episode, it's a good area, it's good people.
Oh man,
and we want to share with you guys what we like. know.
Like, it's funny, like, just real quick, something that I love about Northwest Arkansas is just how nice people are here. I mean, it's funny, we were at a family reunion in Atlanta, and I was at a Circle K, I think I was buying a bag of chips or something, and some candy, whatever. Just snacking on shit. And here, usually, when you're buying something here, the cashiers, they're pretty nice, they talk to you, ask you how your day is. And so I'm used to doing that, and so I go up to the cashier, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Good. I'm like, okay. I forget I'm not back home.
Yeah, that is correct. Yes.
So I match the person's energy, right, just to kind of get it over with. But that's one thing I love about Northwest Arkansas.
Yes.
And everywhere you go, most of the time, like 90% of the time, they're going to be kind to you, and they're going to talk to you. Yeah, yeah.
I it's funny when I go to other places, and I don't tend to do this intentionally, but when someone will do that, right, like, hey man, how's it going? And they're like, good. And I'll just laugh, but I'll chuckle. I'll be like, and they'll be, because I'm cut off guard. I'm laughing or I'm chuckling because I'm like, dude, I'm not in Arkansas. I'm not in Northwest Arkansas. Like, and then I think they may think I'm laughing at them, thinking that I'm laughing at their response, but I'm not. And then you can see it, like it's like a light bulb holds out. Yeah, I'm good. Like, yeah, like because they know. I feel like it's so automatic, like an automatic, like just default response. I'm good.
I think it's just the environment is very different.
But the environment is different.
Bigger cities or places that aren't used to that kind of small talk, I guess. That's the way to describe it. But
no, I feel that, dude. Yeah. But well, let's get into this. I just searched some stuff on ChatGPT. I sent you an updated list.
Oh yes,
yeah. It's a little bit of it's a mixture of both. But we'll kind of just go back and forth.
Yeah.
So Enrique, what's question number one? What's one of your favorite childhood memories?
Oh man,
I know there has. I'm sure we got plenty, but at least one that just pops up immediately.
There's so many, dog. Like, man, you getting deep on me, dog.
Well, childhood too. I mean, childhood is I won't put an age, but maybe up to what, like 10? So you're like
when I think of childhood, I'm thinking like just
5?
to put it to the audience perspective. When I think of childhood, I think of back in Florida. I was 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old when we left Florida. So that's when I think of childhood. Yeah, I was still a child when we came here, but most of my memories when I think of my childhood is, at least my younger one, is in Florida. But man, right now I'm just thinking about, and this is more like in general of what we would do in Florida, is our aunt, Susel is her name. She would always take us to the beach, man, on the weekend. She had a minivan, and then she'd be there like, "Vamos para la playa, let's go to the beach." we're hyped as hell. She's like, "Oh fuck yeah, let's go!" We're all hyped, hopping in the van and fucking have chicken sandwiches and chips and soda, and we go to the beach and we're there all day. And man, that was awesome, dude. And then you get out and you're all wet and you're eating that sandwich, dog. Like, that's like the best tasting sandwich of your life, dog. Like, I don't know what it is when you're swimming and you're eating food. It just tastes bomb, dog. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's one of my memories, man. But I mean, there's so many, dude. I can go on and on, but that's one that I'm thinking of right now, at least in this moment. So good.
I like that. Very similar to you. One of my favorite is something like that. And when I think of childhood, I think of maybe even before I was a teenager. Or even just around that age too. But for whatever reason, when I was I actually think it was like 5th grade, something like that. At that whatever age that was, my dad used to work in L.A. and every Friday, and this was during the summer when I used to go visit him. Every Friday he would be like, "Hey, you want to come with me to work?" And I'm like, "Oh," and we'd leave like at 5 a.m. to go to LA, which was like an hour drive. But before we would get to his work, we'd stop at Denny's by the LA Union Station, and we would just have breakfast, just him and I, and then we would go into work, and then he would ask for my help at work, just little things like that. And his boss would let him bring me to work for that day, and then I think also he probably used that too he can get home early. Like his boss would be like, "Oh, you can go home like at 2 today," which it didn't matter to me. So it was cool. I could say that was probably one of my favorite memories, is like going to work with my dad. And what my dad used to do back in the day, he used to fix cash registers.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, so
that's pretty cool. Man. It's like should I say dying trade?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, now it's POS systems, right? Everything's digital. Yeah. So no, but back in the day, he used to fix cash registers. So the company he worked for, he's just basically like a technician. He would just go to all these restaurants and businesses.
Yeah.
And he would, if they have a problem with a cash register, they would, he was a service tech, so he'd go over there and he would fix it. Whatever the issue, programming or even just maintenance or anything like that, he'd fix it. So basically, we'd go into LA and then we'd go to the shop. Once he got a service call, we would just go out and we'd just be out all over LA. So we'd go by the beach. Yeah. And then we'd go back to the shop for whatever parts or whatever, and and then we go right back out to LA.
Oh, that's dope,
and then we go home. So that was sick, that was kind of my dad's thing. He did that for a long time. Now he don't do that no more.
That's a cool little
which is kind of silly because that's kind of what I do now.
You do be driving all over the place. That's right. That is so true, man. That's funny. That's like a little full circle moment. Right?
It kind of is. Yeah, I kind of do that now. So, in its own way, but yeah.
Excuse me. Oh,
so
man.
next question.
Let's see here. Let's see. Your favorite comfort food? What is that?
Favorite comfort food? Easy pizza.
Pizza.
Hey,
pizza's gas, dog. It's so
pizza.
Good. So
I can
good.
Gas station, Casey's, Domino's, Marco's.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. The Casey's breakfast pizza.
Yes, good.
I don't eat that very often, but when I get a slice of that, dude, bro, I'm dogging it down. That one smacks.
They have a really good burrito too.
Really?
Yeah.
You love burritos, man. They're
breakfast burritos.
I've noticed that burritos is probably.
I love a good burrito, man.
I think for me, a comfort food, man. I'm a baked bag, dude. I'm thinking of so many foods right now, but when I think of comfort, I think of my mom. Right? I love my mom. Mom is a big part of my life, and she makes some good baleadas, dog. Like a good baleada in the morning, bro. Para el desayuno, bro.
Yeah.
So good. that for me would be comfort food right there.
Nice.
Amazing food right there, dog.
Favorite weekend activity?
Man, I don't even know how I would say it. 'Cause I wouldn't consider spending time with your family a hobby, but I love spending time with my family, dog.
Okay.
Like, me and my fiance will go to her parents' house. We'll have lunch or dinner or something with her parents. And then after that, we'll likely go and visit my parents for a couple hours. That's cool. What I like to do on the weekend when I have that time. That's what I like to prioritize is family. Direct family, I should say. But
sure.
That's kind of what I do for my weekend. What about you, Juan Carlos?
Favorite weekend activity? I would say it's a mixture of family visits, like direct family, aunts, uncles, and parents and things like that. And then it might be something around the house, like cleaning up the house, getting ready, just getting everything organized in the house is a good weekend activity for me.
That's usually when you have the most time to take care of those things too, right? I would assume, right? Most of the time we're busy during the actual work week.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What's a favorite way to relax at home for you?
A favorite way, dog, it's the end of the night. Let's say it's like 7:30, 8 p.m., dog. We already kind of ate, but man, I'm kind of hungry still. Man, I'll give me a little snack, bro. Maybe like we'll make a sandwich and we'll cut it in half. We'll share it, or if we're still a little hungry, like a sandwich, and we'll watch Netflix, or I don't know. Sometimes I don't play video games anymore, or that often, I should say. But sometimes I'll get on my computer and I'll play some video games for about an hour or two. But
that's nice.
That's kind of what I like to do. Me and my fiance, we like to watch silly movies together.
Yeah.
What we do.
Okay. Okay.
What about you and your lady? What do you guys like to?
Well, I would say if it was just me, I'll do two answers. So if it was just me, one of my favorite ways to relax at home is straight up listening to music loud. Like I have a small little. It's like a subwoofer and sound bar in my living room. It's not anything crazy. I think it's just like a regular wireless subwoofer.
What are we listening to is the question.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just a mixture of music from reggaeton to Lenny Kravitz to.
I was just about to
bro,
say
I'm telling you, man, I got a song for you, man. But just anything on that playlist. But but funny enough, I'm cleaning while I'm doing it. And I just love a good bass. Like in high school, I had a subwoofer in my car, and I just love when you have bass in your car or in your living room or just around you, the song hits different. So,
bro, it do be hitting different, dog, for sure.
So now with my wife, I think similar to you, watch a movie, kind of cuddle in bed. If it's in the summer, AC's blasting. If it's in the winter, heater's on. Yeah. Just something like that. I think that's good. Yeah. For sure. Oh, that's a good one. Favorite guilty pleasure.
Pleasure. Man, there's this K-pop song that I've been listening to. It's so fire, dog.
No, okay.
I don't listen to the genre too much because I don't. A lot of the songs I don't enjoy.
Okay. But
this one, dog, man, it be hitting. My girl knows it, man. We be listening together.
That's so funny. You'll have to send it. Okay.
It's so good, man.
Okay.
That's my guilty pleasure. I'm being a little vulnerable right now.
No, you're good, man. There. Dude,
what about you?
Man, I think there's many different guilty pleasures, but this one comes to mind because I think it's just hilarious. Literally, I can finish a pack of golden double stuffed Oreos in a day.
No way,
bro. I mean, to me, it's bad. I used to buy like the family pack, but then I down and the family pack I'd finish in like 2 days. So I'd eat half. Dude, I'm telling you, it's bad. But man, that to me is like, it's just enough sweetness that gets me over. But then like an hour later, I just want it again. But
so are you a big sweets guy? Do you like?
Oh, 100%, dude. I have sweet teeth, man. Everyone talking about sweet tooth. No, not me, man. I got teeth. I can have sweets all day, and it's not good for you. I know. I've toned it down for a long time, but I think that's also why. I think for lately, since I've toned it down, I hit that golden double stuffed Oreos just hits a certain way. And then recently, I went back to regular Oreo, like chocolate, and it's just too sweet. So the golden one was just perfect. So,
you're gonna think I'm crazy for saying this, and most people do. I do not like Oreos,
bro.
But I'm not big on sweets. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, okay.
The way I describe it, if I eat too much sugar or like sweet stuff, I don't know if this is the best way to describe it, but like my mouth starts to hurt. Like the sugar is just too much. It leaves like a weird film in my mouth.
I know what you're talking about,
and I don't like it. I can eat like one piece of candy, and it starts to feel that way. So
that's how Marita is.
It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't really eat that much sugar.
Yeah.
But yeah, sugar for me is I can't do it. Though.
Let's go with your favorite cocktail drink.
My favorite drink, huh? Like drinks in general, or are you talking like alcoholic?
Yeah, alcoholic. Yeah, cocktail.
My favorite alcoholic drink, man. I don't know if I have like a cocktail. I don't be ordering cocktails. Usually, I just order beer. But I guess I'll just think of a mixed drink that we'll buy packs of. Sometimes is those Caymans. You ever had those?
Oh,
Caymans?
yeah. Okay,
those are good. They have a strawberry margarita one.
Okay.
And it comes in like a glass bottle.
Yeah, like a little stubby.
So yeah, bro, those are so good.
Extra cold.
Okay. Drink responsibly, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Drink responsibly, but those are good.
Those are good.
I like those.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm gonna go with one of my favorite drinks is a New York Sour, which is basically a whiskey sour.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, it's a whiskey sour.
For somebody who doesn't know what that is, like how would you make it? Basically,
if I remember right, it's like a whiskey. And it's going to be, think of like a margarita, but with whiskey. Because it has lemon juice, lime juice, little simple syrup, which is a sweetener, and then your whiskey. But a New York sour, it's topped with a little bit of wine, like a red wine.
That sounds pretty good, dude.
So it just gives it a little just different taste. I mean, a regular whiskey sour is delicious, but a New York sour to me is like just a little bit. Just a different taste.
Kind of like, I don't know if elevated.
I guess you might say that, but they're just different. Like some days I'm like, just give me a regular whiskey sour, or some days I'm like, I want a New York sour.
Yeah.
And
then to try it out, dude.
We'll have to go for sure. We'll have to go somewhere and
sure.
Favorite season?
I love autumn.
Okay.
Right. I get allergies pretty bad, so the weather during spring is nice. It just sucks for me to be outside. Summer sometimes gets too damn hot. I don't mind winter. I actually like winter.
Okay.
But autumn is like that perfect middle ground,
Okay.
It's not too hot, not too cold. I don't get allergies. Love it.
Got it.
What about you?
I would say fall. Fall for me is probably my favorite season of the year.
It's just dope during fall, dude.
You know why? I have a lot of I have a good amount of clothes, and I like wearing sweaters. But
yeah, bro, I'm literally wearing a sweater right now.
But I don't wear sweaters because I run hot all the time. Yeah. So like during the spring and summer, I want to be in shorts and flip flops and a t-shirt. But I like wearing sweaters, and I can only really wear them in the fall or in the winter. Mm-hmm. So to me, but also just the leaves, since it's fall, like I can go outside a little bit more. Kind of, I don't want to say dressed up, but like jeans and a sweater or something like that, and go out, and it just feels good, like to walk out and it's kind of cool outside, not like freezing cold, that kind of sucks. But I mean, summer is right behind it too. Like I love a good summer, but like I don't know, I just like a good fall too.
Fall is dope, man. I really love fall. Just throwing on hoodies and I don't know, just putting on layers, man. Like you can really dress comfortably and kind of wear more clothes and.
Like have a hot plate, and it's fall, and it's cold.
Oh God.
Yeah. Favorite music or artist?
That's difficult, man. I don't know if I have a favorite artist currently, because my music taste is kind of all over, man. Like I'll listen to rock music, I'll listen to reggaeton, I'll listen to rap, I'll listen to some country, like R&B, like. Kind of all over the place, but right now I've been listening to a lot of reggaeton recently. So I don't know. I guess that's been like a genre I've liked. But if I had to pick an artist, I've been listening to a lot of Junior H as well.
Okay.
But again, I'm all over the place.
Okay.
All over. Well, Carlos, I'm going to assume you're going to say Lenny Kravitz.
Oh man, he is. I love him, dude. I love his music. I'm showing my son Lenny Kravitz in the morning before he goes to sleep. Like I'm singing to him, dude. I'm telling you, man. I just love his music. It'll break my heart one day when he passes.
Oh man,
he is so cool.
That is hilarious.
I'm telling you, dude. I want to see him. He he's always doing world tours, and he doesn't really come to the States.
Where's he based out of? Like, where is he from?
Well, he mainly lives in the Bahamas, but he also has a house in Paris. So he's between the Bahamas and Paris.
Wow.
But he's
Lenny
always
Kravitz, if you're listening, bro,
please, man, come to the amp. Let's see, favorite book or podcast.
Man, favorite book. I don't think I have a favorite book. I'll tell you a book that kind of changed my mindset, which I feel like for most entrepreneurs is kind of where they start. But it was Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that book, man. And it was during a time where I felt, I thought my mindset was a little bit different from the folks around me. And I read that book, and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liking what this guy's saying to me. And so that's a book I really enjoy. I really enjoy that book.
That's good.
Yeah.
I haven't read it, but I hear good things from it.
I would recommend anyone who's interested in entrepreneurship, read that book, man. It really puts it into perspective, the mindset of what you can do, and just kind of he's comparing his rich dad and his poor dad, right, basically. And so I would recommend it. But what about you, Juan Carlos? Any books or podcasts with you?
I'm reading a book right now called Man of God, and I really enjoyed it. I'll have to share some stuff with you later. But
dude, please.
Podcast wise, and I'm not going to say So NWA because you already know, but not our podcast. But if I had a second one, it would be I really like Shannon Sharp's podcast for whatever reason.
That one's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining, and it's good to see. I think Shannon Sharp is a great interviewer.
No, he has some pretty great questions. I think the energy that he brings, and the vulnerability that a lot of his guests ends up expressing on there very well. I also like Joe Rogan.
Oh, I mean, there's Joe Rogan. I
love Joe Rogan.
Shannon Sharp. There's like Bill Burr is another podcaster.
Yeah.
But like for me, it is between Shannon Sharp and Joe Rogan. They're like to me, I feel like the conversations are different in Joe Rogan, and like I feel like Joe Rogan's podcasts are just like they're just talking about whatever comes to that moment.
Yeah, it's like super like in the moment. It kind of, I don't know if random is a good way to describe it.
I'd probably say that's a good way of putting it, like random. And then Shannon Sharp's is more of like like a legacy. Like let's talk about your legacy for the last whoever he's interviewing. They're usually they're talking from when they started to where they're at now, where they're kind of at, and that's so when kind of on that our podcast is kind of a little bit. It's kind of like that, but it's also kind of random too. I like when we have our guests, it's kind of like where they started and where they're at now in that way, but also wherever the conversation goes. Kind of. No,
I mean, of course. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what.
But I kind of was thinking that.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Absolutely.
Favorite movie or TV show?
Favorite TV show, dog. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, I'm gonna answer both.
Oh yeah, okay.
In terms of favorite TV show, there's three that come to mind, but my top favorite of all time, it has to be Dexter. That one is so good, man. So Dexter would be first. I would say The Sopranos.
Oh, okay.
A good second. I love The Sopranos, and then Breaking Bad as third. In terms of movies, keep it simple. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy.
Oh, nice.
Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
I love that trilogy.
Oh,
man.
That's so funny.
So fire, dude.
Oh, man.
So fire. Talk to us, Juan Carlos. What about you?
One TV show that, man, just like I was just blown away by. I think has to do with it was just the right amount of all the emotions. Lioness on Paramount Plus.
I think I've heard of it.
It's with Zoe Saldana. It's like CIA kind of. It's not fantasy, but it's like a really stretched CIA show. They play like a Black Ops team, but it's just a really raw and like heavy show. But they also like there's action in it. There's like really good characters.
Yeah.
It's a good development show, and it's a like it's probably my top 5. And then movie, I'm gonna go with I'll say Casino Royale, Daniel Craig's 007 Casino Royale. I love
007, dude.
God, I'm a 007 fan for sure.
Dude,
So,
007, man.
yeah.
You're taking me back, dog. I used to play
GoldenEye or what?
I think there's an old 007 video game from the PlayStation 2, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken.
Under Fire.
I don't remember the name, dog.
Man,
I remember I would play with my cousin.
I'm a big 007 fan. I'm well versed in their stuff. At least in like from Pierce Brosnan and up, which has been the last 2 007s. I'm a big fan. So, favorite outfit or clothing item? Interesting.
Dude, I think I'm gonna take it back to what you said, man. Hoodies.
Okay.
I love throwing me on a good hoodie.
I like a good jacket too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Got to,
sure.
Man.
Coming up to your favorite weird food combo. I wonder what that would be.
Favorite weird food combo.
Huh.
Oh man. I'm trying to think of what would be weird. I guess this might be weird. I'm not really a big fan of ketchup, but whenever I make my eggs like over easy, I'll put ketchup on them. Or even on my scrambled egg. I don't know. My fiance thinks it's the weirdest thing ever. Oh, and then another thing too, speaking of ketchup, so I'm Honduran. Our tamales are a little bit different when you compare them to Mexican tamales. So Honduran tamales are a little bit more on the softer side. They're not as dry. So I grew up putting ketchup on those tamales as well.
Oh, okay.
And I tell my fiance, she's like, "What the hell is wrong with you goddamn psycho?"
That's funny.
I guess that would be a weird combination.
I'm trying to think. Favorite weird food combo? Man, I don't know. I don't think.
Okay, what's something weird that you would eat as a teenager or something? I don't know. I guess.
I will. I think it's not a combo, but it's something that I think is weird. I don't think people do it. I like cold chips.
Cold chips.
Yeah, like if I'm having a sandwich, like I'll put my Doritos in the fridge. I don't do it a lot.
No way.
But if you try it, I feel like the Doritos hit different, or just like the chips in general, they just hit different because they're cold.
What?
But I also like my fruit cold. I like my chips cold.
Well, cold fruit makes sense.
Yeah,
like un mango.
And it might be because like we would take those chips to the lake and they'd be cold. Like you put them in your cooler, so then you're like getting out of the lake and they just hit cold. You're like, oh,
it takes you back to the lake.
That might be it.
I think it's a sensory thing, going back to your memories, right? They say we associate memories with feelings, right? Taste, smells.
Favorite spontaneous adventure.
My favorite spontaneous adventure, man. Haven't traveled enough to say that. I guess it wasn't really spontaneous. I guess we kind of were, when we went to Destin, it was not really last minute, but we kind of planned it in like a week and a half, I think. And we left in the middle of the night when we went over there, but I don't know if it was necessarily spontaneous.
Yeah.
But I guess if I'm thinking back, like in a random moment, we were in Texas one time during Thanksgiving. And we were maybe like an hour, 2 hours away, maybe like an hour, 40 minutes away from Fort Worth or Dallas. And me and my fiance were like, we're kind of bored here. Let's just go. So we drove to almost 2 hours. And we were hanging out in the city for a little bit. So that was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. You've traveled more than me, so you probably got a better answer than I do.
When I think of adventure, I just think of like something that you would do like right now. Like if you and your girl, are like, oh, let's go do this, like as an adventure, right? Not necessarily, not like something big like travel. So when I think of that, when Maritza and I used to live in California, I remember I'd be like, "Hey, do you want to go on a drive?" And she'd be like, "Okay," and we would go all the way to like Redondo Beach. We lived we lived like an hour from the beach, but I remember like I remember this one time I'd be like, "Hey, you want to go on a drive?" And we went all the way, like we drove on the coast from like Long Beach, and we rode along the coast up to Redondo. And if you like know where that's, if you are familiar with that area, like you pass like the shipping yard, like the dock, and you go up. I think it's called like Playas Verde or something. I don't know what it was called, but it's like a really nice area, but it's like kind of cliffy. And I remember, like, to me, like, that's like a little adventure that we used to do, something like that.
That's cool, man.
I kind of like, or even now, like hitting a back road. Like, that to me is like an adventure. Like, I've never been down this road, or I have an hour to spare. Let me take a different way home and just see if. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, that's a beautiful house. Oh, that's a really nice road. Oh, I love the tree there, or I love the grass. You know, something like that. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Favorite accomplishment or proud moment?
I would say, for me, favorite accomplishment. Man, it's funny not to talk about real estate, but probably when I got my license.
Okay.
I felt very proud in that moment because I had failed my exam the first time I took it.
I failed 5 times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take... On the second time I passed, but I remember when I failed it, I was so mad, and I was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to lock myself in the room, and I'm just going to study. And that's all I did. I studied for hours and hours and hours. And then it ended up passing, you know? So I was very, very happy.
That's good. That's good.
I would say that was a good accomplishment for me.
I like it. I might say proud moment was when we traveled to California, you know, proud moment for my wife and us, and like as a family. My son didn't, or our son didn't, like cry. I think he cried one time for like 10 seconds. But other than that, then he pretty much slept on the plane.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then, you know, my wife, you know, she carried him majority of the time. And then, you know, I can kind of, like, when I travel, I'll say this, when I travel, like, to an airport, even at a young age, I was always like, the only thing that I find stressful is, like, going to an airport, I'm the guy that's like, we got to get out there on time. We got to go to our gate. Like, don't mess it around. Like, you got to use the bathroom. All right, use it right now because I don't want to be late. I don't want to miss the plane because... even though I've never missed a flight in my entire life, like I never want to, but it's not like in my mind I think like if you're gonna miss a flight, you don't know when your next flight is. Like it might be the next like in an hour, or it could be like 10 hours later. You never know. So to me, I'm like, oh, that's gonna mess up my other plans of where I'm going. So like to me, I don't play around at the airport. So proud moment is like I didn't get upset about anything. I just let it all be. You know, baby was good, wife was good. So because my wife was good and she was happy, I was happy. We didn't waste any time. So it was like an overall, like, just a good moment for all of us. But,
what's up, dude?
Yeah, it was just, you know, something silly. Small win.
Yeah, those small wins stack, man.
Small stacks, for sure.
They end up being a big one, dog.
But, folks, you know, we are, every time, you know, we always say, you know, we'll be surprised how much time goes by when we do these episodes. I mean, we're at 50 minutes, basically.
Oh, damn, dude.
And, you know, we'll have to do a part 2 of our NWA favorites. That was just a little bit of us, just for fun, you know, for our audience to get to know us a little bit more and just to see who we are. But
for sure, man. Yeah, it's... You know, even if because the last one we did was 2 weeks ago, and it's funny, even when it's just us two, when I see Juan Carlos reaching over to start hitting the record button, I get a little nervous still, man. I think that just shows that we care about what we're doing, and
it's important,
and yeah, it's important to us, and so yeah, I hope, you know, it was a good listen. I mean, I had fun talking about it. Talking about some funny things, and so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and again, we appreciate your time that you love to invest with us in our podcast, and hopefully you guys had a great time just as we did. So
thank you guys for tuning in. You know, we still have some great we haven't talked about this, but we will. I think we have some great guests coming on here in the near future. We definitely trying to get a little bit more video content out there.
Absolutely.
And once we find the secret recipe for that, I think it's going to really just take us to that next level in the sense of just more of interaction and content and things like that. I mean, we love our guests. We want to showcase them in that light as well.
For sure.
So I'm excited. But guys, thank you again for tuning in. If there's anything you need, as we said in the beginning of the episode, we're local real estate agents. We would love to help you in any form or fashion, buy, sell, or invest. Please hit us up. Like I said, you can find our info on our Instagram at So NWA Podcast, or an email at so NWA Podcast at gmail.com. But guys, we will catch you soon. Take care.